Hey y'all, how you doing? So today what I'm going to talk about is why marriage can be the best thing for your finances. I got 3 reasons why, so stick around. Let's go ahead and get into it. First reason why marriage can be the best thing for your finances. My wife taught me how to budget. Buddy, I tell you, before I got married, I was working a low-income job. I loved my job, but it was not paying me the most. And so I was stuck in this perpetual debt cycle, and I had gotten in my mind that I'll never be able to save money. I'll never be able to get out of debt. I got married, still had the same job, but my wife was constantly on me about starting a budget. She was saying, well, Richard, you can put a little bit of money aside. You get your bills, you just calculate everything. You can do it on a nice Excel spreadsheet. I wasn't listening. And then when I finally got out of my own way and started to listen, it changed my life. I was able to budget. I was able to save up an emergency fund. And when I ended up getting what I thought was my dream job, after that, I got laid off in about 3 months. And because my wife had taught me how to budget, we had a good 3-month emergency fund saved up. So by the time I started working again, everything was okay, because for those 3 months that I was looking for work, and yet it lasted 3 months, the amount of money that I had in my emergency fund. When I finally got another job, there was no real stress because the bills were always paid, and it all came down to my wife forcing me to make that budget. And that's why I say marriage can be one of the best things for your finances. That was the first reason. And with that budget, I'll give you the detail of how she had me do it. Simple Excel spreadsheet, expenses in one column, how much I was making in the next column, how much I wanted to save, how much I wanted to spend towards things like groceries, the essentials. Put in all those things, had a little bit amount of money that I wanted to save to put in an emergency fund, just did the easy calculations on Microsoft Excel, and it was right there. And it saved our family. Saved our family during a critical time. So that is my first reason why I say marriage can be the best thing for your finances. Here's the second reason why I say marriage can be the best thing for your finances. I stopped spending to impress women. Now, my boys out here, you understand what I'm saying. This is a real thing. Because when you're hunting, that's what I like to call it. Okay, when you're out hunting, you're spending money. You're spending money. Now, I wasn't going to the club or anything, but there's a lot of gentlemen who are probably watching right now who like to go to the club. Wasn't going to the club, but I would go to little get-togethers, little gatherings, things like that. Okay, I got to dress a certain type of way. I got to make sure that I got the nicest shoes on, the nicest shirt, the nicest pants or jeans or whatever. My outfit got to look nice. I got to show up and, I got to make my car look a certain type of way. So instead of just going to the $5 cleaner like I do, getting the $5 car wash, let me go get it detailed because, I don't know who's going to be looking at my car, driving far out. Oh, yeah, they're having a little get together about an hour away, and I don't have the gas money, but so-and-so is gonna be there, let me go. Dude, I spent so much money hunting, and I'm not talking about just driving places. Dude, I was taking planes to places. I wanted to get married. That's what it was. You can make fun of me in the comments, but hey, proof is in the pudding, right? Anyway, all I'm saying is that the amount of money spent hunting that I could have put away in something like investing in stocks, investing in a YouTube channel, building an emergency fund, boy, oh boy, I lost a lot of that hunting, trying to impress women. The way I met my wife, and I ain't gonna go fully into this in the video, but the way I met my wife, she just popped up. We started talking, and then a year later we were married. I did not have to spend a huge amount of money. So hey, maybe that's your lesson for the day. That's the second thing where I can say marriage can be the best thing for your finances, because you're not spending all this money trying to impress women. And for the women out there, you like it when we spend money on y'all trying to impress y'all. Oh my goodness gracious. You're dating and you want to look like the man. Okay, well, you're going to go to the nice restaurant. Not only are you going to go to the nice restaurant, you're going to pick up the check at that nice restaurant. You're going to be, oh yeah, no, baby, I got it. Yeah, I'm good. When in reality, that wallet has dust coming out of it. And you about to go into more credit card debt trying to impress a woman. It is what it is, though. It's the name of the game. I understand. I spent a lot of money back in my day. A lot of money that I could have saved. Here is the third reason why marriage can be the best thing for your finances. It forced me to get healthy. Forced me to get healthy. Let me give you a quick little story time. So me and my wife were dating. We got married. Within about 2 days of us being married, she came to me and she goes, Richard, you know you stopped breathing in your sleep, right? I'm like, no, man, I'm good. I'm fine. No, see, before I got married, I was living alone, so there was nobody to tell me that I was almost dying in my sleep. I fought for a while, I didn't want to go get a checkup or anything because I'm just a man being a man. Turns out I go get the checkup. I got severe sleep apnea. They told me, they gave me the little machine and all that stuff. But that little machine, this was a meeting I had with the doctor. She said a lot of people come to me after they've had something like a stroke or suffered a heart attack or something that has debilitated them when it could have been just cured by just taking care of this. And when you start to think about the comparison with the money, how much money are you going to spend on getting your health taken care of, which may mean getting a medication, which may mean getting a machine, versus you having to get taken care of because you're bedridden. You having to get taken care of because you've suffered a debilitating injury or a disease because you didn't take care of it. When you really think about that, as a result of my wife making me more conscious of my health, yeah, I've probably spent a couple $1,000s, but a couple $1,000s is way better than tens of thousands of dollars, $100,000 because of a hospital stay or a procedure like a surgery or something that took place because I didn't take care of something. So really, that's maybe a little extreme. Let me talk about something that's a little easier when it comes to health. Just the fact of being more conscious of going out to the grocery store instead of restaurants and cooking my own meals. Yes, while that saves money, that also helps to improve my health because I'm not eating foods and I don't know what's put in them. I'm eating foods that for the most part, I do know what's put in them. Another thing where my wife has helped me with my health is just the fact that I have a wife. So now it ain't just me alone. I got somebody I got to take care of. So I have to do what I need to do in order to live so that there can be somebody to help take care of my family. Well, you know what that's done? That saved me a whole lot of money because it's made me conscious of things that I need to handle right now so that those problems don't come up later on. So when I think about these three reasons why marriage can be the best thing for your finances, a lot of times people are real quick to tell you that this is just so devastating for your finances that, oh, it could end up real bad. And you know what? It can end up real bad. And I'm not saying that that can't happen to anybody, that can't happen to me. But, everybody out here isn't bad. It's not bad to go find a good husband, to go find a good wife. If you're a woman, to find someone who could be a good husband to you. If you're a man, to find someone who can be a good wife to you. A lot of things that are red flags, you will see during the dating process. You will know if you need to run. And it's up to you to know when to run. But if you find somebody good, the benefits that they can do for you are immeasurable, especially when it comes to your finances. I have never, and I mean never ever, been as financially successful in my life as I am now, and 95% of that is thanks to my wife. The other 5% is just because I listen to my wife. But on a serious note, so don't let these people out here influence you to make a decision because of what they've gone through. Be wise, be discerning, see what you see during the dating process, because originally husbands and wives were supposed to help each other. And there are still people out here who are helping each other. Because why can marriage be the best thing for your finances? You know my catchphrase that I say every video? Get out of credit card debt, build an emergency fund, simplify your life. You know who reminded me of that and who drilled that in my head? My wife. We came from the same foundation. Our foundation taught us that. But to really put it into action, I wasn't putting that into action until after I got married. So, for those of you out here who are searching, who are looking, who are hunting, hey, maybe things can turn out real good if you're wise and discerning and you pick somebody who's worth it. Someone who will actually be a compliment, a benefit to you, and you be a benefit to them. But hey, that's all I got for the video. Why marriage can be the best thing for your finances. Comment below. Let me know what you think, but I don't need any, harsh, scary stories about how your husband or wife ran away with all your money. Let's be positive, okay? Let's get some positivity out here, because there's a whole community dedicated to telling you how bad it is to be married and telling you to never do it, and then they turn around and they cry because there's a loneliness epidemic. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to end the video and call it a day and tell y'all I enjoyed it. Check out the channel. I got some good videos for regular people when it comes to finances. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.